Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We are going to pop open a conversation today. We are going to have some real talk about the seasons of what it means to be an entrepreneur.
I don't know why this makes me a little bit nervous to talk about.
I think we are both realistic, honest people. And I think for us, this podcast has always been a place to share what our experiences have been, good, bad, or otherwise. Obviously, there's some oils we talk about not enjoying as much as others. I think that's okay. But so we talk about the business here and there, and we wanted to be able to kind of talk about that the business side also has highs and lows.
Yeah. And really, so as far as when you say it that way, it sounds like it's 50-50. I think there are way more highs to the business than lows, but I think it's the energy available to put towards the business where I'm struggling. And I think probably you are as well. Like we've got so many things that we're working on that putting more energy into building doTERRA outside of this podcast is overwhelming right now.
Okay, so let me just say, I have been doing the doTERRA business since 2018. The season that I put the most effort into the business was the year of 2020 when we were dealing with COVID. Why did I put that much effort into it? Because I had the time. We, for an entire year, did weekly classes online, and we really, really worked hard to promote those classes, invite to those classes. We hosted those classes. Sometimes there was like multiple things going on in a week. We spent the entire year doing that. I had the time to put into it. My business was productive. It was good. And I definitely saw that brought the positive things that the business should bring, increased commissions, things like that. I am currently in a season of life where I am being pulled in multiple places at the same time all the time. Now, I know that there are wellness advocates that are even busier than I am that are still putting the effort into their business. I feel like that has not been a priority to me as much. You and I do this podcast. This is a way for us to share about oils, reach a broader market by being able to talk to people outside of our just immediate markets. So I think that we are still teaching and reaching out in a way. We just are not currently holding classes the way that we used to.
Right. And I would say the years that I put the most effort in was probably 2018 through 2020. So prior to 2020, like I did a monthly class in my home. I did at least one gathering in my home every month, but did multiple at times. And I pretty consistently enrolled and focused on building my team and had different people that I was mentoring under me as well. And that was awesome. And what's so funny is that was when I still had my corporate job, but I also had my doTERRA business. And at the time, I also sold wine for a network marketing company. And for some reason, like that was so much easier. But I think now that I have my nutrition business, it's a lot of work. And so I still enroll maybe one person every 2 months or so. And generally it is a nutrition client where essential oils has come up in some form or another, but it's definitely not like it used to be. And because I can't put 100% into both businesses. But at the same time, both of us have said this, that why would we quit doTERRA? Like there is absolutely no reason to quit our businesses.
Because this is one business that doesn't come with a monthly additional cost to have the business. I don't have to carry products. I don't have to do anything to have the business. Our cost is the same as any other wholesale customer. And if I want to receive my monthly products, I just need to be able to order so many of them. And let me tell you, it is not hard to go over that number significantly every single month. just because I use the products. And so, then I just get to make the commissions on the other side of that. So for me, the business is a no-brainer. Like every single time in our house, we start talking about financial stuff, where to cut this, where to cut that. doTERRA is not even an option because I'm not spending money on the business. I'm spending money on the products that we're using all the time. And I do still use the products at work. We use the Deep Blue Rub and several other products on patients. And so I am talking about oils. I'm just not holding the classes in the office like I used to because we were bought by a bigger company and there hasn't been an expression of interest on their end that they want to promote other products. And so I moved away from that, but I am still talking about oils, using oils and products all of the time. There's no reason that I wouldn't have the business.
Right. Yeah. And like the whole residual income, sure, my team has dwindled a little bit since I'm not constantly hosting, gatherings and that type of thing, but I still get a paycheck every month. And that's kind of amazing as well. So I'm getting a paycheck. Like Heather said, I'm using the products. I use more of the products today than I ever have. And my husband as well. Like we're not going to stop that. So why would we stop the business side?
Right. So really today we kind of just wanted to come on and just let you know that if you are in a season that is not allowing you to devote as much time to your business as you want to, we want you to know that it's okay. And the nice thing about this business is you can put a little less in sometimes and you can put in a lot more in other times, but yet do what feels good to you.
And the interesting timing of this as well, this podcast is going to come out the week before we go to convention. And this year, Heather and I decided to do it virtually. We're going to be together, but we're going to do it in Austin instead of going to Salt Lake City. But every time I go to convention, I get reinvigorated. So it'll be interesting to see if like we did a podcast 2 weeks after convention. It's like, okay, I'm back all in, So we'll keep you posted on that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, Heather, anything else you want to say?
I think that this has been a good business to be in. I'm still proud to partner with doTERRA. That has not changed even when I'm not spending as much time doing the business. And I'm so thankful to have it sitting there ready when I want to put more effort in again.
Yeah, I agree. And just to add on to that as well, I'm so grateful for the way doTERRA was built and the amazing leaders that we have in place here. And so there's other companies just this past year that frankly, in the past, I have considered joining them as well, and they have crumbled. And I just think like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't jump into that and divide my time with those companies as well. But doTERRA is so solid. The way they've set it up, it's going to last and continue to grow. I mean, it's not the oldest essential oil company, but it is the biggest essential oil company. And that's pretty amazing as well. Debt free, like they're doing things right. And so I'm excited to be connected with this company. All right. Well, we hope this gave you a little bit of encouragement. If you know somebody who doesn't listen to our podcast, but is doing any type of MLM and feels like maybe they aren't doing everything, maybe send this to them. Hopefully it will encourage them. And we so appreciate you listening every week, and we'll have a brand new episode next Friday.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.